Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn about articles. We know that articles are words that are used before nouns and help us to understand whether we are referring to a noun specifically or generally. Again listen, articles are words that are used before nouns and help us to understand whether we are referring to a noun specifically or generally. Let us see example, then you can get what are articles. See one example. I met an artist who paints only landscape. See, what is the specialty of this sentence? I met an artist who paints only landscapes. Means it is not a specific artist. Here it is talked about any artist. And I met an artist. Any artist. It is not mentioned or it is not specified of any artist. Means it can be any artist. I met an artist who paints only landscapes. See, next example you see. The landscape hanging in our living room was made by him. See, what is the second sentence? The landscape hanging in our living room was made by him. See, it is some specialities there, means it is some specific picture. In the second sentence it is talk about some specific picture, means the landscape, in a particular landscape. Here it is talked about the particular landscape. So the landscape hanging in our living room was made by him, means here it is mentioned specifically or specially. And see, there are three articles, mainly three articles are there, that is a and the are the three articles. Again listen, three articles are there, a and the. And let us see what are a and an. See, a and an are called indefinite articles. A and an are called indefinite articles. And see where we are using a and where we are using an. We use a before words that begin with a consonant or a consonant sound. Means the usage of a. We use a in from smaller classes onwards. You have learned the same. See again. We are using a before the words that begin with a consonant or a consonant sound. See, and we use and. We know that before vowel sounds, or we use an before words that begin with a vowel or a vowel sound. See some examples again. There is a park in front of my house. See, use of a. Here the noun park, P, the letter starts with P, P-A-R-K, park, and it is a consonant sound, and so we have used a before the word park. There is a park in front of my house. Another example, an elderly man. See next example, an elderly man tells us a story in the park every day. See, the word starts with the letter E, and we know that E is a vowel and see. So we have to add or we have to use and, the article and before the word elderly. An elderly man tells us a story in the park every day. And see some more facts related with the articles. Some words may begin with a vowel but may have a consonant sound. See, in such a case, means maybe starts with a vowel but may have a consonant sound. Let us see. In such cases, what we have to do? We use a before the word. Means in such cases, we have to use a before the word. See, for example, in unicorn, see the spelling. The spelling or the word starts with the letter U, and we know that U is a vowel sound, so we have to use an. That is the rule. But in this case, the word unicorn, what we have used? We have to use a before this word. Why? Because the pronunciation of U is YU, and we know that Y is a consonant. See, unicorn. See the spelling. Spelling starts with, or the word starts with the spelling U, but the pronunciation of U is YU, and we know that Y is a consonant sound, and we know that before consonant sound we have to use A. So in this word unicorn we have to use a unicorn. And see again a uniform. Again see the spelling UNIFORM, uniform. Here also the word starts with vowel letter, that is U. Here also we have to use a before the word uniform. The same rule, because it is a pronunciation of U is YU and Y is a consonant. And see again, some words may begin with a consonant but may have a vowel sound. In such cases we use an. Means now we have seen that if the word starts with a vowel, then also in some cases we have to use a. And see in second cases, sometimes the words may be starting with a consonant sound, then also we have to use an. We have to use an. See example, an honorable man. An honorable man. See A-N. See the spelling HONOURABLE. Honorable. See the pronunciation. But see the letter starts with H. Then also we have used an. By the same rule, just we have discussed the same rule here also we have to use, because H is a silent in this word HONOURABLE, honorable, and the pronunciation starts with O, and we know that O is a vowel sound, and so before that we have to use an. And see next means again one more example, our, HOUR, our. Here also the same method we have to use. We know that the word starts with H, and the H is a consonant, and before that we have to use an. But here the pronunciation starts with O, and O is a vowel sound, so before this we have to use an our. These are some of the things related with articles, and the usage of the and or we can learn in the next class. Thank you.